Today we have Jacobie from CoRE Learning Foundation.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is in the middle of Canada, and nobody really ever goes, nobody ever really leaves. Wow.
Do you have a favourite place from travelling across Australia? Did you go? And when you on your way to Perth, did you go down past Esperance?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's so...
Do you have a favourite beach in Esperance?
Yes. Wharton's Bay, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Mine's Lucky Bay.
Oh, yeah. And while we were traveling, I got this email from ethicaljobs.com, and there was an appointment for an executive partnerships officer with the CoRE Learning Foundation.
How important is it for mining companies and anybody to be supporting initiatives like CoRE Learning?
Yes, I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, there is no future of any industry if you don't empower the children and get them on board with what you're doing. She's full CoRE.
Awesome.
She's full CoRE. Yeah.
Awesome. Hardcore.
Hardcore. There you go.
Welcome back to another episode on the Gold Room podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have Jacobie from CoRE Learning Foundation. Jacobie, thank you very much for coming in and joining me.
You're welcome.
Excellent. As you know, we start with the life and the times. So as scary as that may be, take us back to your early years.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's so long ago.
Oh, it's really not. It's really not.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is in the middle of Canada, and nobody really ever goes, nobody ever really leaves.
Why?
I don't, because it's so far away from everything, I guess. People kind of get a little bit stuck.
Yep.
But as soon as I graduated high school, I realized I didn't want to get stuck there. So I spent about 8 years backpacking after high school. So
Where was your favourite place?
Australia.
Was it really?
Yes, I went twice actually in that 8-9 years.
Awesome.
I dated an Aussie for 5.5 of it. So loved Australia, loved Southeast Asia. Got to spend a little bit of time in India recruiting for a school there.
Cool. For a school in India?
Yes, but they would do their first year in India and their second year at one of our colleges or universities back in Canada.
Okay, wow.
So I was kind of representing a bunch of different
So
schools.
even back then, loved education?
You betcha. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you go back to Canada before realising that you wanted to come back for your third tour?
Yes.
Third and final
Yes.
tour of Australia?
Yeah, so so after the 8-9 years, I decided I was sick of bartending and cleaning toilets, so I wanted to get an education. Came home and I did the Sask Polytech first, which was like the college, kind of like your TAFE, which I absolutely loved because it was very hands-on, small classrooms, learning from people who were in the industry. And then I realized I didn't know enough, so I went to university.
Cool.
University of Saskatchewan.
A big university?
It's much bigger than you'd think.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's big, like hundreds of thousands.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I went to the business school there. And got my commerce degree with a major in marketing because I'm not good with numbers. But yeah, and then so after that, I realized. Started doing a little bit of sales. I actually sold knives for a bit there. I still love the knives. I'm a big lover of these knives.
Was it like buy one, get one free knives?
Oh, no. These are like thousands of dollars
What?
worth of knives. Yeah,
Really?
they're really gorgeous knives.
Okay.
Yeah. So I realized I had, while I was doing that, I had the gift to talk to people and make them feel comfortable as well as sell stuff.
Yep.
I kind of just took that along with me. And then in 2020, right as COVID was kicking off, my partner, who's also from Canada, he wanted to study law, so he got a placement at Bond University in the Gold Coast.
Wow.
And he moved over, and I was like, I'm not getting stuck in Canada. I'm coming. So I jumped on I was supposed to come in May and ended up like just kind of getting all my shit all my stuff together.
Say whatever you want.
And then, I kind of impromptu flew over in March 2020, and it was like the day before you guys closed your borders. When I was going through all the international airports, there was nobody there. And it was like so freaky. Everyone's wearing masks. You're like, oh, this is real. But yeah, came over, lived in the Gold Coast for 3.5 years.
Did you like the Gold Coast?
I like the Gold Coast,
Yeah.
There's so much to do there, right? You got surfing, you got shopping, you got wineries, but the jobs just aren't really there. There's not very much opportunity for careers. So yeah, Tyson ended up getting a job in Perth. We renovated a van. He was a contractor before. So we renovated a van and did the whole bottom part, and it was
Across
just
the Nullarbor?
beautiful. Yeah, camped on the Bight.
Yeah,
like,
awesome.
Wow.
Do you have a favourite place from travelling across Australia? Did you go? And when you on your way to Perth, did you go down past Esperance?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's so.
Do you have a favourite beach in Esperance?
Yes. Wharton's Bay, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Mine's Lucky Bay.
Oh, yeah. Good. And good beer, too.
Yep, it is Lucky Bay Brewery.
Good job.
Far
Yeah.
right. They're going to have to pass for a little plug there.
Oh. Free beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was gorgeous. I think the Bight was probably the coolest just because it was so, I couldn't believe we were allowed to camp on the edge, literally.
wild,
and
eh?
there's no guardrails or anything. It's just like, whoa, that is steep.
You don't want to get too close.
I mean, my partner was like, whoa. I was like, don't do it. But yeah. And then came over. And while we were traveling, I got this email from ethicaljobs.com, and there was an appointment for an executive partnerships officer with the CoRE Learning Foundation.
While you were travelling? On your way over?
Well, as I was kind of,
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
like kind of interviewing and stuff like that online. And Danny Tamati, the Resource Hub, they're the ones who recruited me.
Wow.
So
She's an
Danny
amazing
was-
woman, isn't she?
She is. She's everywhere and doing
I
everything.
don't know how
all
she
at
does it
once.
all.
I know.
Really don't. She's helping me.
intense.
She's helping my son. She helps everybody.
She does.
Yeah,
She
she's
seriously-
superwoman.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I owe her a lot. She got me this job. And yeah, I guess it's just been serendipitous ever since. Found an amazing amazing team, and yeah, it's a really good fit. I like I said before, I was in education, and because I've done so much backpacking and stuff like that, I saw the disparity of education in different countries, let alone in your backyard, and it made me really like, I should probably help out as much. I mean, I'm not an educator, unfortunately, but I can use my sales experience and my gift to the gab to try to
I love that.
bring in some money.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So what does a typical day look like for you at CoRE Learning Foundation?
Okay. Well, are we going like every second of every day?
No, not every second. Just
Wake up, brush my teeth.
just at CoRE. Just at CoRE.
Yeah, so it's great because we don't have a brick and mortar. So most of us work from home,
Cool.
Which is great. But we do have a co-working space in the city. So the CoRE Innovation Hub in the Flux building, we rent one of those kind of, we have a partnership with them. So we have a hot desk.
Yep.
So I try to, if I can, obviously I'm meeting with industry quite a bit, which is on St. George's Terrace.
Yep.
I kind of just I'll go in there if I have a lot of meetings, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, the idea of what I do is I'm trying to bring awareness, first of all, to what we do. So brand awareness, projects, everything, our initiatives. And then I'm trying to convince people that this is a really good thing to help out. So I'm meeting with people in industry, mostly mining, but also mining services, energy, some defense, agriculture. Trying to say, hey, if you guys really care about the future and want employees, should probably look at what we're doing.
Yep. So that's what CoRE is all about, isn't it? An integration between the classrooms and the mining industry,
Yes.
right? So how does that look?
Yeah, so I mean, in a nutshell, we go in and we upskill teachers on how to deliver hands-on learning that's tied to curriculum, but we also use like a geoscience and a resource industry as context. So the kids understand what they're learning and how it applies to real world careers and the things that are going on in their backyard, right? Susie has told me before that, she'll go to schools and the kids won't have any idea what they're mining in their backyard until she says, "Oh, you're actually mining this, and here's what it's used for." Right? And you could see those kids, and then they go to the mine site to field trips, and they're like, "Oh my God, like I finally get it."
Yep. Yeah, need more people like Susie Urban. She's amazing. We've had her in the studio. Everyone knows I'm a fan of hers. That's for sure. From your perspective, and talking to everyone in the industry, what is it that teachers need now more than ever to be able to deliver to these young students? So it's imperative that we get education about the mining industry into primary school, not just what has currently been in the curriculum at year 9, 10, right?
Yeah.
So what do we need to do? Who do we need to speak to?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of it is when we go in, we have to get everyone on board, right? So not just the teacher, we also need if it's secondary, we need the HOLA, which is head of learning. We need principal, possibly deputy principal. So there's a lot of it's an ecosystem, right? In a school, It's not just one or two people. So yeah, I guess what teachers need is help. I think that they're asked to do a lot in a short period of time. Some of them have no, science. Sometimes they don't have a science background, just by proxy. So yeah, Susie and or Adam will go in and kind of give them a quick lesson on the basic of science and geoscience, but then show them ways to teach it that can engage the students and bring in the real world and making it fun, I think.
So what does Susie and Adam do to equip these teachers with the skills needed? What do they do?
So they'll go in and they'll say, what do you need to teach, for the curriculum? Okay. And then they'll help them make a whole project, so a PBL that lasts the whole semester, it's made up of project components, and they'll show teachers how to tie that to curriculum and to deliver it in classrooms. So if that's team teaching, sometimes they can learn from watching. If it's the program development, that's what we're helping them with.
Awesome.
And then we're also there constantly coaching and helping and mentoring, right? We don't just go in and do something and leave. We go in and we say, "Oh, sorry.
You're all right.
If you need help, give us a call. We'll come every term and make sure that you're doing well. And if you want to do field trips that associate with that project, we'll come and we'll help you deliver them." We're just the strongest support system, I guess, that they have.
Let's go to, I don't know if I've got this on there. It might be somewhere, but let's go to, it's very important that we talk about funding.
Yes,
right?
please.
I'm just thinking about this now. You've got everyone in this business that is it a non-for-profit?
It is a non-profit, yeah.
So,
and we do everything in schools for free.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So is the government supporting CoRE Learning Foundation?
Not yet.
That's a great answer. I mean, you're very diplomatic. It was really nice. Yeah, they certainly need to, don't they? Because you can't expect that we're going to have people leading and being able to do the right thing within the mining industry if we don't equip our own people here first. And I know just before we got on the air, I was telling you about 70-30 mix of international students coming to Curtin University, which I think's great. It's absolutely fantastic. And I've said this so many times before to anyone who'll bloody listen, keep those numbers of international students coming in because it's bloody great. We've got the best professors. We've got the best education. That's why everyone's coming here. We've got mineral resource as far as the eye can see. It's amazing. So, but we need to flip those numbers around, don't we? We need to flip those, that 70% needs to be people that young students in our own country that we've guided, that the teachers have guided all the way through.
Yeah.
So that has to, if we want that in this country, the government's got to bloody well get behind it. Because, for sure, BHP and all the big bloody mining companies, they've got their own scholarships and sponsorships and everything that they do. But, where do you draw the line? You need more education, and non-for-profits like this. That's why I'm passionate about it, as you bloody well know. So students are at the heart of CoRE Learning Foundation. What are the biggest challenges that they face?
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges that education faces in rural and remote areas is high turnover. So whether that be principals and or teachers leaving, that has a real big toll on the students, right? Because if you imagine you're just starting to like your teacher and trusting what they're telling you, and then they leave.
So would they not be on a 12-month school contract?
From what I know, no.
Really?
No, they have several teachers go through in 1 year. Including as well as principals. So I don't know what the laws are on that or what's going on, but that definitely has, a hardship on the students, as well as, if children aren't nurtured from a young age and told that they're good at something, that's when you start to lose them, right? If they're disengaged and or don't feel valuable, then they're not going to continue going to school. So I think it's our responsibility as CoRE, as teachers,
as parents,
community members, to empower these kids to say, wow, you're doing a good job, and just because you don't have a great ATAR score doesn't mean you can't be the next, Stephen Hawking.
Can you share a success story with a student or a school that has really flourished from having bloody Susie come into this school or Adam, whoever, and teach something that these kids might never have even thought they'd ever come across?
So I've been privileged to read some of the student testimonials that come out of our schools, and one's in Tom Price especially, because we've just started our Pilbara CoRE Academy up there at Tom Price Senior High School. And the surrounding primary schools feed into that secondary school. So this one testimonial was from a kid that started CoRE in like grade 3 or 2 or something like that, and had done it for 5-6 years. And so to talk about his learning journey and what he's learned throughout, and he was talking about, obviously field trips. Kids love those. So those are really teachable moments. And he was saying, I didn't realize that, this great oxidation event happened, and how it's contribute to, our future. And it's quite profound. Honestly, reading these testimonials, they're really switched on.
And what about from so that's from a student's point of view. What about from teachers? Are teachers getting behind it?
Totally. Yeah. Well, so all of our teachers that we upskill, we call those CoRE educators within the school, or
cool.
CoRE coordinator. And definitely, like this one Deb Cartwright out of Meriden, she has created her whole classroom around the idea of CoRE and student-centered, and, not having desks in a row, and, very visual things on the wall. And she's full CoRE.
Awesome.
She's full CoRE. Yeah.
Awesome. Hardcore.
Hardcore. There you go.
How important is it for mining companies and anybody to be supporting initiatives like CoRE Learning?
Yes, I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, there is no future of any industry if you don't empower the children and get them on board with what you're doing.
Yep.
Right? If you don't give them the skills and the capability, you've lost them. So I think that, we definitely need more support, because we go to all of these schools and we're doing everything for free. So we need that kind of financial support, but also just champions to say, hey, this is a really good thing to have, and this is why, right?
Yeah, for sure. So have you heard of anything where kids saying that mining's not sustainable? or people or teachers or anyone in this school system? Because I've heard it. I've actually heard it from my young fella saying, "Oh, Dad, but why are you in mining? Mining's not sustainable." And I've said this before on here actually, where I've actually said something to him about his teacher that wasn't very nice. But you can't listen to that nonsense. And so what? You guys must come up against that, right?
Yeah. And I mean, you kind of just nail on the head there. Parents who tell their kids, go into mining. Kids don't listen to that. Kids are listening to their teachers, right? So if we tell the teachers, hey, this is the opportunities and the careers available to these kids, let's tell them within a classroom setting and make it relevant, then
it's
know,
important
kids
around
start
their
to
peers
understand.
as well.
Oh, yes.
I think that would be another big one is if little Timmy and Johnny or Susie are bloody are out there looking and talking about roles within the industry that they want to be involved in, suddenly, you get that sheep factor where these other kids are thinking, oh, shoot, maybe I want to be involved in that too. So I think that's probably something else that's quite powerful to come out of it.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Community impact. So beyond the classroom, what's CoRE doing?
Yeah, so I mean, we do have at the end of each term, so that whole project that I was talking about, the students will have a showcase. So that is where we invite industry, community members, government members to see what the kids are learning, so they understand the importance of CoRE and what we're bringing to their community, as well as they understand that we're trying to get kids to stay in that community, right, and give back to the economy with whatever it is in that spot.
Yep.
So I think, parents that see that their kids are learning about, in Carnarvon, they're learning about banana plantations and, stuff that's in their backyard, I think it hits home for a lot of people in that community. Right?
Yeah, that's beautiful. If you could rally the mining community, right? This is your opportunity. If you can rally the mining community and say, hey, listen, we need your help. We need your support. This is what you are getting involved with. CoRE Learning Foundation is at the helm of education, STEM in schools. So go rally the troops.
Yeah, so CoRE is quickly becoming the fastest STEM educational provider in WA.
Awesome.
And so what that means is that students are getting the education and the know-how of what's happening in the resource sector.
Yep.
So if you want future quality STEM talent in your company, look no further. CoRE Learning Foundation.
Yeah, that's awesome. Finally, Jacobie, what is the best bit of bloody advice that you've heard?
So the best bit of advice that I've heard recently was from Ben Alt from Mining Plus. And he told me that you should always act out of freedom and not fear.
Oh,
and that really
powerful.
Has stuck with me.
I like that. That's bloody powerful. I'll have to bloody maybe have that as my slogan. I like that. That's awesome. Well, Jacobie, thank you very much for coming in and spending the time with me. As you know, I'm a bloody big backer of CoRE Learning Foundation.
Thank you.
I think you're out there doing the right thing. And Christian Price needs a bit of a shout out. I always like to, all those people in the background that don't get to put their faces everywhere. I did ask Christian. Christian was just like, look, Jacobie will be the person. I was just like, Jacobie will be the person. So that's awesome. So look, thank you very much. We just want to showcase here at the Gold Room great people doing great things. And CoRE Learning Foundation is certainly one of those businesses, one of those non-for-profits, whatever, doing the right thing. Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you and the team very much.
Yeah, no, cheers. Same. Thank you so much for inviting me on here and giving us a platform and a voice.
Bloody oath.
Appreciate that.
Bloody oath. Well, thank you very much for tuning into another episode on the Gold Room podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and get in behind CoRE Learning Foundation and throw some dollary dues their way.